Jameson would like to welcome you aboard this flight to Dublin and to invite you to join their unofficial call to bring pro football to Ireland. Stow any foam fingers in the overhead compartments, and a bar cart stocked with Jameson's finest whiskey will be making its way down the aisle after takeoff, because only Jameson would try to bring football to a whole new country. Join the Jameson Huddle at jamesonsports.com. Taste responsibly. Copyright 2024. Imported by John Jameson Import Company, New York, New York.
The Volvo XC60 plug-in hybrid is about performance, not just on the road, but in life, where the only speed that matters is how fast you can slow down. Performance where it matters the most. Visit volvocars.com/US.
Oh, I love the pop. Oh, hey, bada, 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 swing, bada. Oh, it worked. Oh my God. It's coming to me. No. I got it. Oh,
snagged it. Dude. I am so glad I brought my glove.
Oh, man, you shoved that kid so hard. Look at how far down he went down there.
How collectible is a foul ball?
Oh, my God. This foul ball's got a piece of paper covering it.
Oh, no. What does it say?
It's a note from a listener.
Oh, does that mean that we don't get to see the end of the game because we got to go tackle this?
That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4 strikes, you're out.
Take me out to the Grawlix.
We're getting big, our worries are mixed. Let's have some cake while the Grawlix sings. We're getting big, our worries are mixed. Let's have some cake while the Grawlix sings. We're getting big, our worries are mixed. Let's have some cake while the Grawlix sings.
They say there's no rest for the wicked. But listen, I'm a good dude. So why does my 3-year-old keep waking me up at 4, then 5, then 6 to tell me things like he thinks he saw a moth in his window when it was actually just the little cord that you use to pull up the blinds? I guess there's no rest for me. My name's Adam Caton Holland.
I'm Ben Roy.
And I'm Andrew Orbital.
And this is The Grawlix Saves the World, a comedy podcast about bettering your world. And Ellis has a lot of thoughts starting at 4 a.m. that he needs to share. And it's infuriating. And I am so tired.
Oh, well, I want you to know I'm tired of these Adam's pearls. That one made no fucking sense at all.
No, it did, because I am not a wicked person. I'm a good
it made
person.
Total sense.
I
Yes.
accepted Christ into my heart this morning.
Did not make sense because the wicked in this story is Ellis. He gets no rest because
you could imply that Ellis is wicked, and I've always said Ellis is wicked.
Yeah.
He's got that twinkle in his eye. You can see he's the bad kid of the two. And
But I'm wicked too, because I'm getting no rest, and my wife also gets woken up, so she's getting no rest.
You're just collateral damage by the wicked person not getting the rest. Ellis is wicked, and he's not getting rest. And then by extension, he's just waking you up.
You know what he does too? He's potty training. So he's got like pull-up diapers that he sleeps in, and he knows he can get up and go to the bathroom on his own. And he does, but he uses that as an occasion to just walk into a room. He's like, I went pee. And we're like, that's fucking great. Go back to bed. And then you just know he's just sitting there thinking, like, what will merit me going back in there? What can I possibly concoct? And he's like, okay, a moth, because I don't like moths. They help me get moths out of my room. So if I say there's a moth, I could wake him up again. And then there he is.
Well,
we've all been Ellis at a time or another in our life at a party. Right?
I'm Ellis in nearly every relationship I've ever had.
When can I wake her up again to tell her
I'm
this
gonna
thought?
pee.
Yeah.
Hey, psst, I'm gonna pee.
Excuse me. Hi.
I think I saw a moth by the window.
Baby. Hey. I went to the bathroom by myself just now. And then, now I'm divorced.
We have a little like hatch light, which I'm sure a lot of parents that listen to this know. It makes like white noise. It turns various colors. Katie has it set, so it's 7 a.m.
Oh, you mean the babysitter? That's what I call it.
Yeah, exactly. At 7 a.m., it turns like green. Green means go. It's wake up time. So I was in there for the third summoning of the day, and I'm just like responding to whatever the fuck he's saying. And I'm like, just get in bed, just get in bed. And then I didn't check my clock. I just was dealing with this, and then it just turned green. And he just looked at me. He was so happy. He goes, wake up time, dada. It's like, yeah, I know, buddy. I know.
Oh,
Are they getting anywhere near the point where you could be like, go turn on the TV and watch some cartoons?
You know, Malcolm for sure. But I'd worry. Like Ellis just is wild, and he loves to go outside, and they can open the front door. So we're trying not to be like have autonomy, because I'm afraid he'd be out there just like
3-year-old autonomy might be a little a little early.
Yeah,
He's watching Deadwood. He's downstairs watching Deadwood.
He's on season 2, though, where the prose gets real dense. Just squinting at the TV.
Stick through it, little dude. They turn it around in season 3. Maybe the best. Maybe the best.
Do you know what fish hooking is? Because they fish hook each other in a gnarly street fight.
He keeps calling me a hoople head.
Where have you picked up this language, young man?
No, they're not there yet.
Look,
someday.
if he's using the word hooplehead from that show, consider it a win. Okay?
I was just going to say.
If that's the word that he adopted, big win for your house.
If he only walks away with hooplehead, that is a win. For sure. If he's not calling you a cocksucker by the end of the fucking
no one wants to have
dinner.
a 3-year-old calling you a cocksucker.
It is funny, though. I don't swear around them, so I've introduced, like, alternatives. Sometimes I'll be like, I hit my ding-dong foot. They say ding-dong.
That's great.
And then they say, what the F?
You do that, but you've been doing what the F for years in front of us.
I think it's funnier not to say fuck in that scenario. What the F?
I love it. It's so hard to explain that to kids because it's such an absurd double standard. It's like, that's something that grown-ups say, and then at some weird point you can say it.
I know.
It's hard to.
You got to be careful though, like, because we'll just do weird jokes that you think are innocuous, like. The boys, they like to roughhouse. They'll tackle me. There's 2 of them on me. And we do that for 20 minutes. And I'm like, I'm exhausted. And then I just started pretending one time. I was like, I'm a sick old man. I can't do it. I'm a sick old man. And then that just became a runner that like sick old man is funny. So anytime they're exhausted, they're like, oh, I'm just, look, I'm a sick old man. And they'll like hunch over and pretend. And then we were out in public and this guy walked by who was a sick old man.
Oh, no.
And Ellis just goes, hey, Dad, look at that sick old man. And just like, laughs.
My God.
And I was like, oh, God, this is like dude with a walker. This is the last thing he needs is a 3-year-old being like, sick old man.
Amazing.
One of the first times I swore in front of my family, I didn't know I was swearing because I did it in French, but because I grew up.
Merde.
No.
Zut alors.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
So my aunt had a dog, a little Shih Tzu named Mignon, like filet mignon. His name was Mignon. And when I would leave, I was leaving a family gathering and they were all in the other room and he was in this breakfast nook behind a gate, like a child's gate. So he wouldn't run around because he was hyperactive while everybody was there.
Classic Mignon.
So I was saying goodbye to the dog and I thought I was saying, au revoir, Mignon, au revoir. But what I was saying was, fous-toi, Mignon, fous-toi, Mignon. And as I remember hearing people laugh and I turned and everybody is standing in the doorway at me saying this. Fous-toi means fuck off. And all they heard was this little kid, my little like 3 or 4-year-old voice just going, fuck off, Mignon, fuck off from the kitchen.
I mean, to be fair, I tell any Shih Tzu I see to fuck off. That's not. I don't want to get out of here. You're not a real dog.
But
you're not a real dog.
Of course.
But it's a breed prejudice you have. You've had that for years. And
I got many breed prejudices.
I remember sitting around the dinner table at lunchtime, and I just casually go, "What does fuck mean?"
Question.
Which you have found
what does fuck mean? And all the conversations talk to my mom goes, "You know what it means," and I was like, I don't. And I got in so much trouble.
I mean, and that you could not have picked a word with more meanings. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't really it's taken on so many different things, you know?
Dude, I remember the one time my mom lost it on me. I didn't even know what it meant, but I was in the carpool with other kids, and oftentimes they would the parent would take us to 7-Eleven for a treat on the way home and just buy everybody something cool. And she was driving and I asked her to do it and she's like, "Nah, not today, whatever, it's not happening." And I just went, "Well, I guess it's tough titties for me." And my feminist hyphenated her kids' last names mom pulled the fucking car over and just read me the riot act.
Oh my God, that is
tough titties for me.
That is.
Were you hanging out with my uncle as a little boy, Adam? What?
Yeah.
That's not even that. That's not even a bad one. It's so funny.
It's bad. It's
it is when she is the proverbial titties that he's been getting as a kid. It's a direct insult.
God, that is so fucking funny. Well, anyway.
This is actually a perfect segue.
I was going to say I have no segue, so let's see what you're doing.
This is a perfect segue because we have a listener letter, and not only does this listener letter have swearing in it, the subject matter induces a lot of swearing. Normally we'd have producer Ron come out of his pod and read this letter. We haven't seen or heard from producer Ron in months.
That's on us. The pod actually got caught in the jet stream. See, we were suspending him above the studio from a balloon. And it got caught in the jet stream. Honestly, he could be somewhere over Greenland right now. I don't know where he is. His beacon is shut off. I don't know if he shut it off himself again. But we're not concerned because the pod is fairly strong.
Ron is resilient.
Yeah, we'll get the pod
He's
back.
a goddamn weed.
The only thing is neither one, we talked before we started recording. No one has checked his rations. And we can't remember whose turn it was to stock the pod with food or water. So there is a little concern on my part that he's in there with
Ron
nothing.
will cannibalize himself. He knows to start at the feet and fingers and work his way in.
Mm-hmm. So use the littlest nibs first.
So we're on our own. We're flying free, and that's why the intro is 47 minutes. But we are ready to get to our listener letter.
Ready to rock. We've got a listener letter. We love listener letters. We love hearing from you, and this one is near and dear to our hearts. This came to us from Patreon. This is from Scott F on Patreon. Scott says, "What the fuck are we going to do about the Rockies, guys? Turns out my personal policy of not attending them didn't move the needle. Other ideas?" Wow. Short and sweet. He's talking about the Colorado Rockies, our, quote, professional baseball team. So we'll dig into this. Let's take a break.
Yeah, for listeners across the pond, this is just a little context. This is one of the worst franchises in sports. It's like a punchline of a team that infuriates anyone who likes baseball.
If you're watching this on Patreon, look at my face. Look at my face. This is
Ben's whole demeanor changed. You say the word Rockies, he just aged.
We were having a good time
10 years.
talking about swearing and kids, and now Ben's
Look at the water. My eyes are watering up because I don't want to do
lips
this.
quivering. He's upset. So we're going to dig into this. And if you're panicking, if you heard that something is sports related, don't panic. Don't hit that.
Don't worry.
Don't hit that button.
Savers. We're going to make it funny.
This could relate to other things in your life that you're interested about. Who knows? Who knows?
Well, probably not. If you're listening, but we will do our best to make it very funny. It will be competitive.
Fine,
advice.
yes.
And we're going to take a quick break. Patreon.com/Grawlix Saves. You can get this ad free. You can just jump on. You can support us. You can get fourth act. You can get all kinds of perks. So I'm just saying.
Point being, we're taking a break. We'll be back after the ad, and we will tackle this inept franchise.
Jameson would like to welcome you aboard this flight to Dublin and to invite you to join their unofficial call to bring pro football to Ireland. Stow any foam fingers in the overhead compartments, and a bar cart stocked with Jameson's finest whiskey will be making its way down the aisle after takeoff, because only Jameson would try to bring football to a whole new country. Join the Jameson Huddle at jamesonsports.com. Taste responsibly. Copyright 2024. Imported by John Jameson Import Company. New York, New York.
Hi, and welcome to IKEA. How can I help?
Oh, my schedule is crazy. I just want some me time.
Maybe it's time to embrace the joy of staying in. With comfortable beds, pillow and decor, mood lighting, and so much more, you can turn your bedroom into the place to be.
Oh, sounds like a dream.
We've got you. Visit us in-store or at IKEA-USA.com/sleep to create your dream bedroom today.
ABC Wednesday, October 9th.
Y'all complain all day. We want books. We want paper towels in the classroom. Bet you want raises, too. I'm still waiting on the paper towels.
Abbott Elementary returns with the new season.
We asked the district for more after-school programs. They gave us $50 for class pets instead.
Critics cheer. Abbott Elementary continues to be one of the funniest and most beloved shows on TV.
What y'all doing out there? Taking bribes? Proud of y'all.
Abbott Elementary, season premiere Wednesday, October 9th on ABC and stream on Hulu.
We are back through the magic of podcasting. Time has elapsed. It's 15 years later. The Rockies still fucking suck. And we're going to figure out how to deal with this today. To recap and just a little bit of context, I was getting into it in the first act, but a listener says, what do we do about the Rockies? He's talking about the Colorado Rockies, a baseball franchise that we got in 1993 in this city after never having had a team. And in
Not
that
true.
many,
we had the Denver Zephyrs, who I would
a major
minor
league baseball team. We never.
Well,
had
I would take a
league.
minor league team with a little fucking.
Well, that could be your advice. Don't give it away. Don't give it away. That could be your advice.
Easy, boy.
He's over this
Easy.
piece of shit team. I'm not even fucking around right now. I'm not fucking around
Easy.
anymore.
The three of us are chomping at the bit to get into this. So, Scott F., we really appreciate this question because this is something very near and dear to our heart.
And if you're not a sports fan, I really think what we're about to talk about here could relate to anything that your city has that you feel like they could be doing a much better job.
Right.
At making accessible.
Sure. It's that feeling of being a fan of something and invested in something and seeing it suck over and over and over again.
And I do want to explain to the listeners for context what probably the main problem with the Rockies is. It's this. There is an owner named Dick Monfort who owns the team, and they built this beautiful stadium in downtown Denver. And Denver's a great city, especially in the summer. It's gorgeous. And so they just open the gates to the stadium, and people flock in to just drink beer in the sunlight and have this great mountain view. And it's just kind of, it doesn't matter what the quality of the product is on the field. If the team's losing, people show up. If the team's winning, people show up too. They just want to drink.
Because Colorado is a sports city.
It
Colorado
is.
loves
And
sports
and
teams.
that's the big thing to keep in mind.
Colorado sports city? How stupid am I? Denver.
Sports town.
Denver's a sports
town.
Denver is in rare company in the sense that we are one of the few American cities that has every single major league franchise. We have NFL football team, we have an NHL hockey team, we have an NBA basketball team, we have Major League Baseball team, we have Major League Soccer, we have indoor lacrosse, professional indoor lacrosse team.
You only need the big four, Ben, and we got that.
But no, keep going. Keep going.
No,
we don't
but
have
I'm just
WNBA. We don't have WNBA.
We don't. But
we got scooped by Portland for the next expansion.
Yeah, but there is talk about that happening in the near future. And we also had arena football. Like we had everything.
Denver Gold, baby.
Yeah. And so because this is a city that loves fitness, it's a recreation city. It's also beautiful a lot of the time. And so we deserve a fucking baseball team that fucking stands for what this fucking goddamn city stands for.
Ben's making a great point because
we're getting baseball bin.
Listen to this. The Broncos have won a championship. The Avalanche have won multiple championships. So have the Broncos. The Nuggets just won their first. Now the Rockies are the only team here that has not won a championship.
Have the
They've
Rapids
only been to the
won
World
an MLS?
Series.
Have the Rapids won an MLS team? Like,
I don't even know because I listen. I don't get me started on
I think
the
the
ML
Rapids
fucking
did,
ass.
but I don't
gonna
know.
check
Yeah,
it.
I don't follow MLS.
But I mean, if you were to find out that the Rapids did, or our fucking our professional rugby team has won one. I mean, this is crazy.
The problem is the Rockies are a fucking.
Wait, do you want to get into it?
The Rockies are a bar
we don't
with a
just take
baseball team.
listener letters.
No, I know, but we're
We give
ranting right now.
Competitive advice. Okay, I just thought Adam was segueing into some advice.
I was saying that the Rockies are a bar with a baseball team, and the owners don't give a fuck about the quality of product on the field because the people just come in droves
In
regardless.
2010, the fucking the Rapids won the MLS soccer championship. Are you out of your fucking minds? My God, I can't even do this.
So you can see
I'm
we're
gonna blow
worked
a
up.
fucking gasket.
We're going to try to figure out a way to deal with the Colorado Rockies and how to make this team better, or figure out how to make it better for fans who can't.
And this is not just
anymore.
us and Scott F. who feel this way. You talk to anyone about baseball in Denver, they're going to have a similar opinion. As we may have mentioned on the pod, someone made Rocky shirts that say "Sell."
My buddy
Colorado
Tyler Munn
Rockies.
made those.
Yeah. In the Rockies font, you see those at the games. It is a disastrous sports franchise, and the three of us love baseball. We are baseball loons, and so it hurts. It hurts being really into a sport. I would say baseball is our favorite sport. Certainly
as a group, that what we talk about the most is definitely that sport, and it really hurts us all because all three of us have been huge Rockies fans at various points, really hoping for the best for this team. Yet we've just been thwarted again and again and again to the point that it feels like a slap in the face from a franchise that truly doesn't care, but occasionally is decent, almost off of dumb fucking luck.
2007 was some of the most fun I have ever had in this city. That run where the Rockies took it to the World Series, improbably, they should have never gone to the World Series that year. And they gave us something, and the city lit up. And then they
It's Rocktober. That was Rocktober.
And then they fucked us. And they fucked us for fucking 18 fucking more years.
And I've had a lot of time to think about Rocktober because people are like, well, you went to the World Series once. Well, we got swept in the World Series by the Boston Red Sox. But also, listen to this. That was an improbable run. The Rockies won 21 of 22 to sneak into the playoffs. And then they just started kicking ass because they were so hot. Think about that. That's not a formula for repeated success. That is
that's
fluke,
not the
lightning
hallmark
in a
of
bottle.
a competitive team that year after year is competing. It doesn't matter. Okay, you don't go to the World Series. That's one thing. But you have a competitive product on the field. You are reliably competitive, and you give your fans something to root for and a chance. They know there's a chance. The Rockies are so bad, there's not even a chance. The season starts immediately. It's in the fucking toilet. People are just... You can go to the Rockies. I remember going to the Rockies late in the season last year. I heard somebody sneeze on the other side of the stadium. I heard just an absolute achoo on the other side of the fucking stadium. It's like a wake. The vibe is so bad.
Oh, a wake is a perfect way to describe it. We're getting in the weeds right now because a lot of people are like, these guys, but what you're witnessing is real dad anger.
And betrayal. And betrayal.
Right now, this team
real dad anger. RDA. Ask your doctor about RDA.
Andrew thought of the perfect thing. From now on, and maybe we make the episode this, let's refer to the Rockies as the Purple Wake. Because that's what they fucking are. Purple Wake.
This team right now is 60-96 60 and 96.
And they can win 100. They can lose 100. They lost 100 last year. They have to, if they just can lose 4 more, you got this Rocks. Lose 100 again.
This is
you
where we're
fucking
all
losers.
at. We're always looking for them to lose now the most games possible. So, competitive advice. Let's just get to it. Let's answer this listener's question. What the fuck are we going to do about the
Colorado Rockies? Because we've had this conversation. This is not only
many
a listener
times.
letter. We've had this conversation not only amongst ourselves, but with other friends as well.
I won the last one.
Okay, so you can go last.
I'll go last.
Adam, you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
You go ahead. I'll go second.
All right, I'm gonna pull anchor here. Oh, see, I don't know which way to, because I have a lot of ideas.
Yeah.
If I was the GM, I have a lot of ideas, but I feel like that's not really practical. I won't be.
Oh, you mean the GM Bill Schmidt, who was hired from inside, despite everyone being like, "You got to go outside, please, if you're serious. Hire outside the organization."
Yeah.
Nope, here's another yes man piece of shit. He's got the answer. He's been in this loser franchise for 20 fucking years.
He's living in Dick Montfort's garage. Okay, the guy lives above the guy's garage. And he's the fuck.
He's in his ADU, his group think ADU.
If any of you fucking Savers listeners are getting upset about this right now, buckle up. Okay, buckle the fuck up, because Ben Baseball is here now and he's fucking pissed.
Yeah, Andrew Baseball Ben and Patriot Andrew are two of our worst elements.
For sure.
We played
racist Adam. We don't get racist Adam a lot, but
we played the Dodgers. We are 60 and 96. They are 93 and 60, the fucking assholes. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Oh, so I'll just put this out there. In a fictional world, if I could be GM of the Rockies, I can improve that team day one.
Oh, absolutely.
I've already got a plan, but I don't want to take that route because that's fictional. I'm not the GM.
Andrew, you've got 4 years left to live. You think your plan's going to pan out that quick?
That's what I'm saying. I'm putting out there as a make-a-wish. Make-a-wish, you make me the GM of the Rockies. I turn the team around, then I die of being 300 years old. Is that what I'm dying of? 300 years old?
You're dying from being 300 years old, Andrew. Which is a record. So congrats.
Yeah. People mistook me for a vampire. No, it was a curse. I clipped a gypsy in a crosswalk and grew up at 300 years old.
Andrew, you can't call them crosswalks anymore.
Okay.
Okay, here's my advice. You want to improve the Rockies? Look, Scott, and I want you to really listen and understand, okay? Accidents happen, all right? They happen to poor people and they happen to rich people. And they can happen to rich people with all the wild gadgets they have. Maybe their car auto drives into a highway divider.
Yikes.
Maybe their garage locks them inside and their smart car keeps running. There are so many things that can befall rich people. And they're an accident. No one could have seen this coming. What? How could this have happened?
Wow.
That's all I'm saying, Scott. I'm just saying accidents happen. That's my advice.
Wow.
Accidents.
I love that he didn't say exactly. He let you insinuate.
I didn't say anything. I said accidents happen. That's the sad reality of the world we live in. Accidents happen.
We are being investigated by the FBI.
Adam, your turn. What, for accidents? I'm talking about traffic accidents.
Jesus
I'm talking
Christ.
about a Tesla auto drive malfunctioning. It happens all the time.
I like Baseball Andrew. I do like it. I like Patriot Andrew, but I think I like Baseball Andrew just a little bit more because it's
Baseball Andrew is a murderer and Patriot Andrew is a blowhard.
It's got that kind of yeah. That was quick, it was succinct, and it was problematic.
You know, it's something that's on my mind all the time. Adam, would you like to go?
Sure. I would love to take the podcast in a different direction for legal reasons. Andrew was very quick with his time. I will now inherit the rest of his time because I have a lot to fucking say.
Did you say you'll inherit it?
I inherently will inherit it.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't have a lisp, so you may attack. That's fair. It's fair game.
Azimuth is the word.
Don't. They may don't.
No one knows.
No one knows.
Okay.
So the Rockies, it's really personal, and because I grew up on this franchise, they were my favorite team. I was like associated with the Rockies. I threw out an opening pitch. I had a relationship with them. They let me do promo at the stadium. One time I did a pump up voiceover for their like playoff hype video that they played before their last playoff appearance, which they were promptly swept out of.
We wrote some sketches for them that they never used.
Right. Like we had a relationship, and at some point I just got so angry at them for this like sustained. It's not even like ineptitude. I call it like a hostile indifference. They're like, we got your money. Fuck you. We don't need to put a winner on the field. And that just as a sports fan, it started really making me mad. And it just turned me off on the team. And as a result, I've stopped watching baseball as much. Andrew has taken the high road. He's adopted another team. He loves the Baltimore Orioles. He pays attention to the league. That's a healthy response.
Which a quick interjection I like, because at first you were rooting a lot for the Dodgers, and I wanted to break your teeth out.
That was tough.
Time.
That was fucking tough.
That was a very that was the true blue period for this group.
That was our blue phase.
Blue period.
True Dodger blue, I would say.
It was
true Dodger.
It was hard for us. We didn't talk much.
It's just like, hey, who's your favorite baseball team? Oh, probably JP Morgan.
Yeah, exactly. You know, Adam, who I like? I like Purdue Pharma. That's what I root for every season. Because I think they do big,
the Purdue farming of baseball.
So here's the deal. It's like Andrew, it's a healthier response to just root for another team that knows how to do it.
That's the thing. And sports are an entertainment product.
For sure.
If you don't like the product, go enjoy a different product.
And when the Orioles are a great franchise.
And when I'm in other cities and have the opportunity to go to a baseball game, like St. Louis or Milwaukee, and just see these like really fucking great fan bases that lose their mind about these teams that they reliably expect to be in the playoffs, I get even more mad because I see how fun that is and how good that is for a city, and that it's not happening here infuriates me. And it's turned me off because I am a big homer. I'm a Denver guy. My teams are the Broncos, the Nuggets, the Avalanche. I like my local team. I'm that sports guy.
Proud homosexual. That is Adam Catanal.
And he made those shirts, and they're not selling.
They aren't selling. Yeah, homosexuality is not a sin on the back. I love that.
Thinking about ripping the sleeves off and seeing if those move them. So I just want to root for a team in my city, and it's not going to be the Rockies. And so I say this. This is a great sports town. There's so many baseball fans, they go to this shitty Rockies team all the time. They fill out Coors Field. Why don't we make a move for an American League baseball team? The Rockies are owned by an asshole who doesn't care. So let's have another team. I think Denver could support 2 baseball teams, and we start over. We don't have purple as a fucking dumb, ugly color. We don't have a stupid dinosaur as our mascot.
Yes.
We think of a more creative name than the Rockies. And we just give a fuck you from across town, from the AL side of of Major League Baseball. Denver gets an AL baseball team, and they just show the Rockies how to do it by actually caring. And suddenly the Rockies maybe go bankrupt and leave this town. And that would be fucking great because we'd have a winner in an AL team. So I've started a GoFundMe. It's in the show notes. If everybody can give $5, we should be able to get an AL team pretty soon.
I like it.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
This is tough because I just want to vote for Adam's suggestion.
Versus Andrew's illegal one?
What are you talking about? I didn't talk about legal. Accidents have no legality. They're accidents.
Andrew,
it's not. There's nothing illegal about an accident.
I
an
really
accident
would like to start distancing myself from Andrew's politics, in this episode.
There's nothing legal or illegal about an accident.
No.
A massive brake failure when you're going 75 miles an hour is a twist of fate. It's not about who's to blame. If anything, it's the vehicle manufacturers who's to blame.
I'd like to just say to anybody perhaps listening to this podcast or on our phone calls or perhaps watching me go to my car and whatnot,
we have to do an episode about Ben's dangerous paranoia.
I would like any of them to know
Watching
that
me go to my car.
Yeah, he thinks that there's like a fucking dry cleaning van outside with a crew inside.
I would like them to know that I have only known Andrew very surface level through a few small business ventures.
Ben and I've got this accident all planned out, baby.
Wait, I want to say one more thing on mine because Katie and I often talk about exactly this, and she says that we should put the team in Aurora and we should name it the Aurora Maulers. That's a pretty good fucking name.
Oh my god!
Because the Aurora Mall is like a legendary, sketchy, amazing mall.
Sketchy mall.
God, this is so tough.
And Aurora is a huge suburb.
Suburb.
It's the second largest city in the state. So, I mean,
the Aurora Maulers take out the Rockies.
God, that is such a good idea. Hell yeah.
Katie rules. Can we just get Katie on the podcast?
I asked her. She's not available. She's doing
damn it.
She's on Kill Tony tomorrow.
God damn. She got the golden ticket on Kill Tony or whatever the fuck it is.
I can't wait to see what low-hanging fruit they take from her.
Oh, God. All right.
All right, Benny boy. How do we...
Since Andrew went short, I'm going to go... I want people to understand that I recognize the nuances and the problems that come with just simply where Denver is located as it relates to our ability to win. There will always be a problem in Denver because the air is thinner and it is very dry here. So baseballs fly out of the baseball park. Even with Coors Field.
It's an 8-foot difference. It's
but
an
I mean,
8-foot difference from sea level.
But
and the Rockies can't even capitalize on that. They get out hit in their own
don't
stadium.
Even start me on this altitude shit.
Stop.
Don't even start me on... Okay.
Just let me get to it. I hate as deeply as you do.
All right.
I hate.
All right.
I want to see an accident happen. No. Anyway.
Andrew just ripped the armrests off his chair.
Ben, I'm going to pull that surveillance team off your house if you keep fucking around like this. Ben needs it for his anxiety. He needs to feel watched, or he gets really anxious. So knowing that someone is always watching actually calms Ben down.
It does, because then I'm not paranoid. It's real. Guys, the ghosts are real.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so listen, that is a big problem. Adam had a conversation at a game we were at with a CAA sports agent who was saying that pitchers do not want to come to Colorado because it will drive their ERA up.
Yeah, he said he would never send a young pitcher to Colorado. He's like, maybe at the end of their career for a payday. That was all he said.
But I want to say this. I believe that Colorado Rockies and their front office are hiding behind that bullshit because we have seen pitchers thrive here. And pitchers who are not power pitchers. Aaron Cook had a pretty decent set of seasons here by being somebody who threw a good cut fastball and threw a good sinker.
Exactly. Sinker ballers, you just have a roster of sinker ballers.
Exactly.
Even if they're 30-something.
Yeah.
You don't need the velocity. You keep the fucking ball on the ground.
The ball down. You get pitchers who keep the ball down. You get a stable of pitchers who can at the very least, keep you in the game, and then you pack your lineup with bats and capitalize on that.
No players, just bats.
Yes, because the other
somebody's got to swing the bats.
Specifically,
Someone's got to swing the bats.
I thought it was bats, the animal.
So here's I'm giving you inside what I would do then I would change clubhouse politics. This team is known to be ridiculously religious.
Yep.
They are known to be ridiculously...
They hire character guys. Fuck your character. Bring in some assholes to win.
Bring in people with fucking fire.
And problems.
Yes. When we won, when we went on that run in 2007, we had a cast of weirdos. There was just a ragtag kind of vibe to it. And I think we need to embrace letting them just be wild, letting them be scrappy, letting them get the crowd riled up with being a little over the top and fucking like wild, like charge a mound once in a while, get fucking upset, get the city riled up behind you.
Hey, in Act 4, we're going to do an Act 4. We're going to brainstorm one player we could, money is no object. One player we could bring to this team
Ohtani.
to be
Got it. Done.
To be that spark plug.
Shohei Ohtani. I'm done.
No, we're doing an Act 4. We're doing
a whole team cannot ride on one player.
Edit this into Act 4 for me, and so I don't have to do it.
That's the Monfort way, is to find one player every couple years and invest some money into it. And
like Chris Bryant?
Yes, and try to sell a bunch of shirts. You do not build a team up. And the hard part about this team is that the Rockies have a wonderful farm system. They have always had a good farm system, and they have great scouts, but they just keep fucking this all up. So all that being said, because of all of those problems, I am going to do a rare thing, and I am going to say, because I can't say exactly what Adam said, I can't do that. I am going to say, we as a city don't push for a boycott. We push to sell the Colorado Rockies. Get rid of this fucking franchise. Push the city to stress Dick Monfort to get rid of this fucking baseball team. Like, that is what has to happen. It has to be gone, out of their hands. New ownership. A new team will sell. That park's in too good of a spot. It's too prime a real estate. This is too good a city. I think the Rockies sell a lot of tickets. They're always in the middle of ticket sales, despite being one of the worst teams in baseball.
In sports,
because of that. So I say, do not say boycott, say sell the fucking team. Tell people to sell the Colorado Rockies. That is
I have one of those purple sell t-shirts that my buddy Tyler made. I wear it all the time.
We need to get those going. I need one of those. Sell the Colorado Rockies.
We should put a little link to Tyler's. He also has hoodies that say Anti-Monfort Ownership Club.
Yes. And so let's put those. Let's see.
We'll have the link here.
Yeah, I think it's Deco Apparel. We'll put a link in there because he had a Rockies podcast. He knows his shit. He's a baseball guy. He does sports announcing, and he is very fun to talk shit about the Rockies with.
So, Ben, how would you encapsulate your advice?
Sell it. All of that stuff, that preamble coming up to it was, this is a problem on so many levels now.
I see.
This is a problem. It's an ideological problem. It's a problem in the clubhouse. It's a cultural problem in management and front office.
Trickles down from the top. Yep.
Sell the whole fucking thing. Get rid of it. Start over.
Yeah, man. This is good stuff.
Sell the whole fucking thing. Start over.
Scott, it is time for us to vote. We want to thank you and sort of like be mad at you for getting us this fired up early in the morning. Because now what do we do?
My day is done. My day is over.
Scott, I've taken 3 beta blockers already to try to bring my pulse down. And I'm still at a 13.
I cracked an IPA. It's 11:10 a.m.
Your kids.
I got a tall boy going.
They're wondering why Dad is sleeping in his detached office again. And you have to tell them it's not because of you, kiddo.
It's because of Scotty F.
Although it's also kind of from you waking me up for the fucking moth.
Yeah.
But today it's not the moth. Today, Daddy's...
Ellis wakes me up in the middle of the night and he's like, Dad, what do you think they should do about the Rockies? And I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, I'm trying to sit bolt upright. You're ready.
No, you'd be like...
Ellis, finally. Yeah. Finally, you come in here with something worth fucking talking about. Let's go downstairs. We're going to call into sports radio. We're going to talk to Nate Kreckman about this.
Oh, get Kreckman on the phone.
Look,
guys, this
there.
got so regional. To everybody listening outside of Colorado, outside of the U.S., and I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
How I got.
We had to, we get to indulge ourselves.
I saw purple. I cut out and I see purple and I
see
just
black
can't,
and purple.
I can't.
Which, I mean, as a side note, that is the ugliest, most 90s bullshit team colors. Black and purple,
dude,
hideous.
Totally. Katie, who's
terrible.
also Katie's journey with the Rockies has been similar to mine because we're a couple, so we used to go to games all the time, and now she hates them as well. And she's always been like, "Purple is the dumbest fucking color." Yeah, well, we would wear black T-shirts with the Rockies.
So
on it.
ugly.
It's such a bad color. They do
especially
everything
paired
terribly
with black. It screams 90s.
Speed round, real quick. You can't take very long to answer. It's got to be quick. Andrew. Really quick, off the top of your head, best uniform in Major League Baseball, go.
Shit. I'll just go with my team, the Baltimore Orioles. I love the color combo. Sure, it's kind of Halloween, but it works. I agree with that. Classic icon
baseball
of the Oriole.
Yep.
I even like their City Connect. They're ridiculous looking with they're black. They've got the weird tropical colored cuff that rolls up. They're insane.
Yep.
I like them.
That's a good answer.
I like them.
Ben,
Adam?
you.
No. Oh, you want me to go? Okay.
Yeah.
Easy for me because it's also, to me, the best stadium in baseball. It has to be the Pittsburgh Pirates.
That's a great look.
I've never been in the stadium, but that is a great uniform.
And if you get those when they go classic retro uniform with the hat with the stripes on it and shit like that, that's the fucking jam right there. We're
going classic retro. It's and they wear them a lot. Those fucking yellow and brown Padres with like lowercase Padres on them.
Oh, that's a good
Those
one.
are very slick. I like that look a lot. That's a great stadium as well.
That's a great ballpark also. One of my favorites.
Safeco Park?
Petco,
that's right. Yeah.
Yep, Safeco is the Mariners, right?
Mariners.
Which corporation is it? I don't remember.
Yeah,
but
exactly. Trying to remember what stupid company. Is it T-Mobile or Safeco? I don't know, but it sounds stupid either way.
I want to, before we judge on this, I want to say one positive thing about the Colorado Rockies, and it's not the team. Coors Field, as a stadium, deserves a good baseball team.
It's beautiful. It's red brick. Red brick is so classic.
Retro.
Denver used to be a red brick city. Red brick is timeless.
Yep.
It looks fucking great.
Home
and
plate
making that
side,
ballpark out of red brick was absolutely the right call
it's
because
the
it will
retro
age
classic. It will rate.
and
It'll age
endure
well. And
forever.
Home plate side, when you're on the exterior corridors, you get the beautiful view of the skyline. But when you're inside the park, if you're behind home plate or anywhere during an evening, you got the Rocky Mountains spread out.
Everyone says it. Everyone who visits, they see Coors Field, they visit, they're like, that is a beautiful ballpark.
Beautiful stadium.
Not even a comment about the team they saw inside.
Nope.
Beautiful ballpark.
Yes.
Beautiful ballpark to keep your city dump inside.
We should just start using it as a place to keep Denver's trash.
Seriously.
You don't have to get rid of the team.
Waste
We just
facility.
all vote. That's what I'm changing my answer. No boycott, no selling the team. We just all vote as a city that's also where we store our
It's
trash.
the new dump. New city dump.
The new dump. You can still play, but it's also the dump.
But we're going to use it as a dump. Okay.
Right. Time to vote. Time to vote, everybody.
I just pointed out that accidents happen. Adam says, let's have an AL team.
Bring on
Denver
the Aurora
deserves-
Maulers.
Yeah.
I love the
And
Aurora
Ben
Maulers.
says, use it as a dump.
All right.
Okay.
Ben with a late minute audible last second.
City and County of Denver Initiative 163. Coors Field is now also city dump.
Wait.
landfill,
Motion
city
to make
landfill.
the amendment 311-4-2069 for popularity's sake to push it through.
I'm just
Motion
imagining
ratified.
base runners like hurtling like a fucking hefty bag
Full of
fucking
diapers and fucking, yeah, it's going to be awesome.
You slide into second, it's a raccoon nest. They're just on you.
Yeah. Okay, I'll vote first. I mean, we're all so passionate about this. Adam and I have talked about this AAL team idea, and I fucking love it because I'll watch pretty much any baseball team play. There's only a couple teams that I really don't like enough, so I would not want to watch them. So more baseball for me is always a huge win. I'm voting Adam. I would love to see Denver have another team. Why not? Fucking New York has 2 teams.
This city's such
Southern
a good
California
sports town. We
has
can
2
support
teams.
it. We can support it.
Oh,
I am going to do
a new team, a new winning team. And then if anything, hey, maybe that actually prompts a change in the Rockies. Then we have 2 competitive teams. I'm in baseball heaven. I got so much baseball to watch. I'm voting
Crosstown
for Adam.
Classics.
I
It'd
love
be
it.
amazing.
I love it. 2 precedents being set today on this podcast. Number 1, I am going to aggressively and wholeheartedly agree with Adam Caton Holland on this one with no arguments at all. I am firmly behind you, and I believe we should make Aurora Maulers baseball shirts regardless of if the team is actually here.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Fuck
yeah. I could whip those up.
That'd be cool, man.
Dude,
we should get on some Aurora Mahler shirts, sell them at Grawlix shows.
That would be amazing. Number 2, Adam and Andrew you can't vote on this part, but Andrew can. I vote Grawlix amendment one time just for this episode. We let Adam Caton Holland vote for himself.
Wow.
So do I move. I say yay. Andrew, how do you feel?
I say yay. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Adam
This is
Caton
amazing. The graciousness you guys are showing through our trianger, through all of us being so mad. We have found a new peace amongst ourselves because we have a common enemy in the Rockies. And that is very nice.
This is our World War II. This is our chance to galvanize as a country.
I was going to vote for you, Ben, and because Cell is something that makes sense, and Andrew was really scaring me a little bit.
Oh, he scares me.
How can I scare you about just pointing out the cosmic indifference of the way that fatal accidents happen every day to everyone, rich and poor alike?
Oh, okay.
You never know what can. Oh, you fell down 44 metal stairs. That's an accident.
I think it's the rich and poor alike that concerns me because it feels like you just keep us anyway.
To rich just as much as poor.
Right.
To
This
rich,
is the part where
it could even happen to rich even more than poor.
Right. And that's where I'm starting to get nervous. Thank you. I also vote for myself. And just think how sweet it would be if an AL team came in and within 5 years wins a World Series, and all the Rockies with their bullshit of high altitude and they're trying this and they're trying that just get shut the fuck up by another team coming in and doing it right.
They get beat by the pariah of Denver, which is Aurora, which has it would be awesome.
That would sting. That would sting everyone
Denver's
a lot.
So bad.
A lot.
And Aurora is quickly, that's 400,000 people. That is not a small baseball market.
Now listen, Trump has been talking about these Aurora.
There are a fuck ton of Korean people in Aurora. Koreans love baseball.
That's what I was getting at. Trump's been talking about these Aurora Venezuelans taking over. Well, I'll tell you what, I guarantee there's some ball players in that mix. There's some baseball
fans all throughout Aurora. Aurora is a very diverse city. And it would be amazing if Aurora got a baseball team that directly competed with our piece.
Let's make this happen. Are you an angel investor who listens to the Grawlix Sage the World podcast? Forget what I said about rich people having accidents, and let's make this dream happen.
Are you our one Finnish listener, and you have a fortune from some sort of Finnish thing we don't know about, and also love baseball and want to invest in Denver? Then come over here, Finnish listener, and buy the Aurora Maulers.
I love it. Guys, I can't let's say this to what was the name of the person?
Little Scotty F. Little Scotty F.
What do we do about the Rockies? Nothing. We make a new team that is not the Rockies.
Scotty F, I want to say your question, your seemingly silly little benign question brought us 3 closer than we've been in years. I may actually find out where Andrew lives. I may actually stop by. I don't know. Probably not. I don't think I have time.
But you know what it was? This is how we used to relate when we would go to baseball games together. And that's been taken away from us.
Remember they used to put us on the Jumbotron if we were there. They would put us on the thing.
Yep, it was super nice. It was cool.
And they would because we're local celebrities. And
They
then it
fucked
was
up now.
And then
These local celebs.
And then it was, fuck you guys. You're out on the fucking curbs.
All right. We got to get to the third act. Thanks, Scotty F. This was very cool of you.
You did a great job.
It was fun to talk about this.
Thank you, the rest of you, for hanging in. If you don't like hearing about the Rockies, if you don't like talking about sports, we appreciate you letting us vent into your ear holes.
For sure. We'll get back to, your pathos and your serious problems real soon. But in the meantime, we can solve all problems with some stand-up comedy. Isn't that right, guys? Let's play a clip from our live show.
And we get back. Best third act in the game. Charge. Right?
I miss that sound.
I love baseball. I love baseball so much. Baseball is the first thing I ever got into that made me think, maybe I'm a little autistic. That's how much I love baseball. I have absorbed so much baseball that I am unpleasant to talk to about it. People are like, I guess I don't like baseball because I don't like talking to you about it. So I'm wrong. I guess I don't like it. But I do like baseball, but they made a bunch of changes. Not a bunch. They made a few changes this season to try to make it more exciting. They also added home run gimmicks. That had to come down from Major League Baseball. They're like, yeah, you got to do something after you hit a home run. Once you get back to the dugout, you got to do something so like dum-dums know that something important happened in the game. So every team has its own little home run gimmick. Like the Seattle Mariners, they get to hold a trident. They come down, very on brand. It's great. They get to parade through the dugout with a trident. Baltimore Orioles get to drink from a hose. That's fun, right? They get a little hose drink. Colorado Rockies eat 2 fistfuls of cat litter. Yeah, just 2 fistfuls right out of the kitty box. They could not be trying to die more actively. They're like, there's more than one way out of a contract. Fuck it. A few more home runs and I'm fucking out of this chicken shit operation. Delicious.
This episode is brought to you by Vital Farms. Vital Farms is keeping it bullshit-free. Pasture-raised eggs means their hens enjoy outdoor access year-round while foraging on a buffet of local grasses. You can even find the farm name of where the eggs were laid on the side of each carton. Vital Farms knows you'll taste the difference of eggs made with fresh air and sunshine. Look for the black carton at the grocery store and learn more at vitalfarms.com.
Third actors, nice to see you. Welcome to the place that you've been seeking. You found it. Seek no further. It's the third act. We had a great episode. Who gives a shit?
Where everybody knows your name. Your own personal cheers.
Is this a cheers? This is a cheers?
Is this
your own cheers
Is this a great episode, Adam? Do we feel good about this episode?
No, but what I do feel good about is that this episode's coming out on the last day of the Rocky season. It's done. So I don't have to even think about those fuckers anymore. It's Nuggets time. It's Nuggets time. And that's why I'm excited.
Let's go, Aurora Maulers. Boom. That's it. That's the only team that matters.
Well, that makes sense. Then I want to thank Katie for helping me secure a rare all 3 people agreed win. I think the first time ever that all 3 of us were like, yes, we changed the rules. I got to vote for myself because Ben and Andrew allowed it, and I won very convincingly with Katie's help.
It was a sweep.
It's Katie's
a sweep.
Help.
I don't like it. I know Andrew has been sick about
Has
it.
he?
He's been barfing
He can't keep
every
food
night
down?
about it. He can't keep his food down. He's not sleeping. The dogs have been feeding themselves.
Oh my God.
Because he's upset because we've never seen this, but it had to happen.
Yeah.
Because what it does, Adam, is it shows that there is real oversight to this, and that we really do care about the truth.
This podcast,
you know what I mean,
gets more beautiful every episode. I don't think that's an adjective we use.
The longer Ben
it.
talks, the more beautiful it gets. Dude.
Andrew, it sounds like you're feeling a little better. Maybe you've had some saltines, some chicken soup. Are you strong enough?
He's on the brat. He's on the brat diet right now. Bananas, rice, whatever A and T are.
Brat summer, brat diet. So you're feeling strong enough to do plugs, you say?
Brat fall. It's Brat fall.
Brat Pitt.
I'm ready.
Brad Pitt.
Plugs.
For a guy who's been barfing for a week straight, he sounds great.
I disagree. I think he sounds weak, but I know he'll build back better. That's the
really. I'm getting a
Orbital
lot of bass in
guarantee.
the cans.
Interesting.
To everybody listening, cans.
Different. We're on different signals. I think I'll start because I've got. Oh boy, guys, have I got a busy week. Today, if you're listening to this in real time, I'm in Milwaukee at the Milwaukee Comedy Festival. I'm at Shank Hall, and I'm not going to make obvious Shank jokes. I'm sure every comedian does that. I'm pivoting to Shiv jokes tonight, one night only in Milwaukee. And then this weekend, October 4th and 5th, I'm in New Orleans at Sports Drink. So if you're in Milwaukee or New Orleans, Grawlixers, come on out.
Hey, Andrew, did you notice that Adam took a chance to give us 2 upcoming shows
because they're in the
flexing.
week. They're in the same
it's
week.
A flex. You're flexing is what it is.
What do you got? What do you got then?
I've got 2 shows that I'd like to talk about. I'll be at Savage Henry Comedy Club for the Savage Henry Comedy Fest in Eureka, California next week, October 10th. I will be doing a show. And then October 12th, I will be at 10,000 Laughs Comedy Festival in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm doing 2 shows. I'm doing a sober early show, and then I am doing my own show at South Theater. So please come on out, say hi. I would love to see you all. I'm not arrogant like Adam. I'll talk to you.
Not arrogant like
Andrew,
Adam.
What do you
Both
got?
of your plugs are next week. You could have done the double plug in next week's episode and been in under the wire enough to
Andrew,
have it be
what do you
relevant.
have? Andrew, what do you have?
2.
Because Adam's
I took 2 because it is the current week.
Producer
that the
Ron,
listener,
could we get a little less of Adam's resentment in the can?
It's not resentment. It's just to say I'm arrogant while you down the road plug 2 is wild to me. Andrew, go ahead.
I have a great show coming up October 6th. I'm doing Second Chance Comedy at the Bug
And that's
Theater.
irrelevant, and it's in the time frame of the episode, and I appreciate that, Andrew.
Did you just say it's irrelevant?
I said it's
you can
relevant.
Okay.
You can get the tickets in the show notes. That should be a great show. And don't miss the October Grawlix, Saturday, October 26th. Absolute Murderers Row lineup. We'll have those tickets in the show notes as well. We got Brooks Whelan coming in, our old pal Brooks. It should be great.
Yeah, Derek Sheen's on the bill. Mandy Kay, who's so funny. That's a killer lineup, guys. Get those tickets before they're gone.
That's going to be a bit. Saturday Night Live's Brooks Whelan is coming back. And if you missed him last time when he did his whole set precariously perched atop a ladder,
he's a daredevil.
It was insane. That's going to be an amazing show.
Oh, shit. I have a good idea. I want you to do it, Ben, but I want you to do it baseball announcer style for all of the
credits.
Yeah,
but know I only have one voice for that. And that's
why don't we do color commentary? You do that, and I'll be color commentary. So you start it out, and then I'll chime in.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what the fuck am I doing? Am I the producer in the other room? Jesus.
You're in the van. We go to you for stats.
Shit.
We go to you for stats. You're the
Stats.
stat hound in the van.
I didn't.
No, let me be the Philly in the stands. I'm in the stands.
All right, sweet. Yeah. So Ben, you start.
Okay. And of course, first up, we're going to give a big thanks right now to producer Ron Doyle. Without all the work you do, this podcast would not be possible. And what a great guy. I like that guy.
Love that guy. You know who sort of serves to prop him up a little bit is always little Mikey Henderson down in the cages, taking swings, taking cuts.
Batting 421.
Audio
of course,
cuts.
He's only got 16 at-bats this season. Of course, he's got a herniated disc issue.
Well, you know, he's only got one arm, this guy, and that is pretty rare on a baseball team. Oh, I think we've got Orvidal in the stands. What do you got for us, Andy?
Hey, guys, down here with the Grawlix Maniacs. They are going wild for the music by Charlie Continental. We're down here at the 7th inning stretch. You can see everyone is having the best time of their lives. The team may be down 12 runs, but you'd never know it down here in the stands.
Oh, well, that's amazing, Andrew. And I think it should also be said, and if you could let everybody down there know that they can follow us, and I don't think a lot of people know this, they can follow us at Grawlix Comedy wherever you get your social means.
Well, then, of course, we're running a special promo for everybody at Patreon right now, patreon.com/Grawlix saves 4-for-1 foot-long Frankfurters. You buy one, you get 4. And that is a really excellent deal. Only available to Patreons.
And that's a big one. And thank you guys so much. And of course, this game is not going as well as we had hoped, but we're going to be coming back next week with a brand new game. Next week, it's always, that's what you say. You let go, you shake off the loss, and you go to the next game.
There's always next year. There's always next year, unless you're a Colorado Rockies fan.
Unless you're a Colorado Rocky,
and interminable hellish now.
And then we're going for what I call the Shat trick, which is 300 lost seasons in a row. That'll be called the Shat trick. And the Rockies have a good chance of pulling that off 100%,
this season. 100%.
No major acquisitions in the offseason.
In the meantime, we say it at the end of every game.
Play us out, Charlie! God, I wish we had an organ take me out to the ball game version of that. But Ron, why don't you do that? You're just going to play the normal one.
Oh, and hey, Dick Monfort, fuck you.
Yeah, but that's also not a death threat.
Man, if he made it that far into the podcast, that guy's got some endurance.
Oh, you kidding me? He's drunk. He's just got it on. It's just playing in the background.